Hello everyone, I'm Hone, and I'm bringing you another draft video. I post one every Monday and Thursday, and we're doing more Hour of Devastation. This is a tough first pick. Is Banewhip Punisher versus Sand Strangler. I think the Punisher is better, and the reason is that it's just good in any deck, and Sand Strangler can be good, but you have to end up with a decent number of deserts for it to be at its best. And Banewhip Punisher doesn't ask you to do that at all. I do think it's a close pick. They're both like kill spells that are creatures. And Sand Strangler can more frequently be a 2-for-1 because it's a larger creature and it, does 3 damage to something and then trades with an X3, and that's pretty good. But I think we go with the Punisher in the end here. It does get better if we have more -1/-1 counter synergies. Those are really the only 2 cards worth really thinking about here. Catcher's Avenger is pretty good and Summon's fine, but these are the 2 best cards in the pack by far, and I am going to take the Punisher. Worth noting, red is probably deeper than black, but I still think I want the Punisher. Okay, second pick, Unraveling Mummy, isn't something I hate. We could definitely try to push into a... Oh, there's also an If Near Deadlands, though. Speaking of deserts, and that's like the best desert in this set. Do I want If Near Deadlands or Unraveling Mummy more? Also, Aerial Guide, Vizier of the Anointed, both good cards. Kenra Scrapper, too. But I think it's really between these 2, since we already have a black card, too. If Near Deadlands will make the cut in my deck as long as I'm playing black. Unraveling Mummy will only show up in black-white. But Unraveling Mummies definitely has a higher ceiling, although If Near Deadlands does work with Banewhip Punisher, I guess, effectively. God, I think I'm going to take the Deadlands over the Mummy. Deserts are just so good. They just give you so much upside. I think now we take a Torment of Venom. If I'd taken that other Mummy, I would definitely be all over that one. But I think we just stay black and take the good removal spell here. Also does -1/-1 counter things. So right now, we're doing well on -1/-1 counters. And that's pretty cool. Okay. We got Kenra Scrapper here is pretty good. There's also an Oasis Ritualist and a Bitterbow Sharpshooters. Uncage the Menagerie is a cool card, but you have to, your deck has to be like the exact right composition for it to be good, which means you have a lot of 3-drops in your deck generally, because it's going to probably be its best deal when you cast it for 5 and get 3 3-drops, but there's no guaranteeing that we do that. We do have one of our 3-drops is a removal spell, so that's kind of nice, but I don't think we want it. The black cards here aren't good enough to just keep pushing black. So I think we take a Scrapper or a Ritualist. I think I'm going to take the Ritualist. I like the ability to splash, and it certainly gives you that. There's another desert, but there's also Aronis' Stalwart. Kind of like we're pushing into black-green. I think Aronis' Stalwart is the best card in this pack. Sandblast and Desert of the Glorified are pretty good too, but I'm going to take the Stalwart here. Okay, we have another good desert here. Which might just be what I take. Bitterbow Sharpshooters and Quarry Beetle are both fine, but this is a good desert. It's not as good as If Near Deadlands, and we don't have any desert payoffs yet, but it's a decent chance we get some. So we'll take the Hash Up Oasis here over the Beetle and the Bitterbow Sharpshooters. The Beetle is nice for getting back If Near Deadlands, incidentally, but yeah. Okay, well, we could take a Grizzly Survivor, which is fine, and it might just be what I do. Dauntless Haven and Ceradon are both good, but black seems to be open enough. Traveler's Amulet could help us splash, and Unsummon's good too, but I think I'll just take the Survivor here. Take another black card. Wouldn't mind picking up some ramp, some more ramp and things to ramp into, like the big worm, Sifter Worm, I think it is. So good. Okay, we have a Harrier Naga here, which I think is probably just what we take. Firebrand Archers probably a better card, but we don't seem to be red. And Harry Naga is perfectly fine. I think it's better than Grizzly Survivor. So, you know, maybe we cut that. Okay, so there's decent red cards here, but nothing special. I think I'm going to take a Traveler's Amulet just in case we pick up some off-color stuff. Unsummon's nice as well, but we'll take the Amulet here. We have enough that we can splash if we get a really powerful off-color bomb or a gold card or something. Between the Ritualist and the Amulet already, I feel pretty good. Okay, we're going to take Sidewinder Naga. We've already got 2 deserts, so Sidewinder Naga it is. It's going to be a 4-2 a decent amount of the time. I'd like to pick up, you know, 1 to 3 really more deserts to feel great about it, but it's fine even if you don't have deserts. It's just actually good when you do have them. Nice creature to pump with Hashep Oasis since it'll have trample if you're pumping it with Hashep Oasis. Both of these are like desert payoffs, incidentally. So if we can pick up more deserts, we can also sacrifice multiple deserts to Deadlands, which is especially powerful, and to the Oasis, which is a little less powerful, but still something. Sort of stick this over there. It's kind of like a land. You can sometimes cut a land from your deck if you have Traveler's Amulet. Yeah, we'll take another Sidewinder. Sure. Green does seem open. The question is whether or not black is. I mean, we took Grizzly Survivor. We took Banewhip Punisher, If Near Deadlands, and Torment of Venom at the very early stage of the draft. And I don't really want to lose any of those cards because they're so good. So we may, if green is open enough, we can sort of just keep playing these black cards because they're good. So good. Like, I'd be happy first picking any of these 3 cards. So, well, there's a late Grizzly Survivor. We don't have any cycling yet, but we can definitely value it a little bit more. Yeah. Well, Nissa's Defeat is a sideboard card. It doesn't get sided in very often, but Bounty of Luxa is in this format, and I have sided it in to blow that up before. That's about it. It's not that good against like Cartouche of Strength or Trial of Strength. I'm trying to think of green enchantments, other green enchantments that are worth blowing up with it. You know, if my opponent has Nissa, I guess I would too. I've never actually seen her in this format, either in my deck or my opponent's. There is a Nissa in this format, right? I'm starting to doubt that now. All right. Jared's Renunciation. Probably won't play the Amulet if we're not splashing. I'd probably still play the Ritualist even if we are, though. But it is nice to pick up Fixing Pack 1, because that means if we open a bomb rare that's off color in the next pack, we can definitely at least think about playing it, which you can't always do even after 1 pack. Could use some more 2-drops. Usually, I don't want quite as many in this format as in Triple Amonkhet, but like 4-ish is usually good. Ooh, there's an off-color bomb. However, it's double-colored. And yeah, Oasis Ritualist could cast it. And this is like a really great card to put you into like red-green ramp if you open it first. And I could think about doing that. I could think about taking it and just cutting black. But, you know, I could splash Banewhip Punisher. And my black cards aren't great, so I could think about taking Chaos Maw. And I'm very tempted to. There's also an Ambuscade here, which is very, very good. Oh, Chaos Maw. Why did you have to show up here? I think that maybe... That doesn't mean we lose our Deadlands, too. Ambuscade's great, but Chaos Maw is very, very good. It does kill a lot of our creatures too at this point. Doesn't kill our Ritualist though, but it's just so strong. I think I'm going to take it over Ambuscade and try to see if I can move into red and just splash Banewhip Punisher. If things don't go well, we can always move back into black. And I think we probably move back into black because of what we see here. We have Foil Amit Eternal. We have Driven to Despair and Banewhip Punisher. All three that I want. Wow. Wow. Having to choose between those is not exactly easy. Those are all very good cards. If I had like 3 Oasis Ritualists, I might think about running Chaos Maw. But anyway, Banewhip Punisher or Amit Eternal. I think I'm going to play Amit Eternal, get Amit Eternal. Banewhip Punisher is a great removal spell, but this is a very powerful creature. It's close. Another very close pick. I could see taking the Punisher here. But I'm going to take the Eternal in the end. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Probably Devotee of Strength here. There's also Lethal Sting, though. Maybe I just take Lethal Sting. It is a good removal spell. Devotee of Strength and Bitterbow Sharpshooters are things I would like. Wouldn't even mind Rot Beast since we have 2 Grizzly Survivors, but I think we will take the removal spell here. Here is a Desert. There's also a Feral Prowler, but I think I'm just going to take the Desert here. We do have 2 Sidewinder Nagas already. There's also a Wretched Camel. Wouldn't mind getting one of those, but I think we'll take the Desert here over the Feral Prowler. More Deserts is also good for our Ethnir Deadlands and Hashep Oasis, so it's not just our creatures. Yeah, I'll probably take another Torment of Venom here. There's a Frilled Sandwalla, and we do need some early plays. I don't really want more than 1 Lethal Sting, I don't think, in this deck. I think I'll just take a Torment of Venom here. Black actually seems more open than green in this pack. But that does happen, since someone else is passing to me now. So, does our deck want Nest of Scarabs? Can we make Nest of Scarabs work? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We already have 6 cards that do stuff with counters, so it might actually happen. Vile Manifestation, we have 1 card with cycling right now, so don't really think I'm feeling that. I think I'll just take Bitterbow Sharpshooters here. Yeah. We really need 2 drops still. And now I think I take a Frilled Sandwalla, which is in fact a 1-drop, but basically serves the same role. So we'll take it. Double the Vile Manifestation. That's going to be good for somebody. Right now we're probably not playing this Amulet. I might though. Just to run. I mean, I could potentially run 16 lands if I do. So if I see Nest of Scarabs in the next pack, I'll probably take it. I feel like I only need 3 to 4 more cards that do stuff with -1/-1 counters to feel good about playing it. And usually it's hard to make work in this format, but we picked up a lot of -1/-1 counter things. We didn't pick up another Banewhip Punisher, but the other creature we got instead still does stuff with -1/-1 counters. So, all right, Sandblast. No, I think I'll just take another Sandwalla here. Filling in my lower drops here. Not sure I want to play these. I don't have a lot of cycling at this point, so they're could potentially get cut. The good news is, like, Nest of Scarabs is so much harder to build around now because this set doesn't have as many -1/-1 counters stuff as Amonkhet. So there's probably not going to be anyone else that wants Nest of Scarabs in our next pack. So that's something to keep in mind. It might be worth taking early, just if we see it early, just because our deck seems like it'll be good with it. But we'll have to think about it. Okay, that's a nice late Ruin Rat. We could take a Survivor's Encampment, but I think I'll take a Ruin Rat here over another Desert. Okay, black is definitely more open on this side than green, and green is more open on the other side. Wow, that's a pretty late puncturing blow, but we'll just take another Ruin Rat. Filling out our 2 slots. Right now, I'm going to put these guys over here. I don't think we're going to play Ipnu Rivulet. It is a desert, but it's blue. I guess maybe if I splash blue, I might run 1 Ipnu Rivulet, so I'll take it. Graven Abomination is not very good, even as a sideboard card, so... That's pretty late for an Ipnu Rivulet. I think by now, I'm recording this ahead of time, and I think by now, my video on when to take deserts basically is up on the Ether Hub. And while Ipnu Rivulet I think is actually worse than the Cycling Land, I'll take another one of these. While it is worse, I think that it's still worth taking pretty early, especially if you have Unquenchable Thirst and stuff like that. I think I only put 7 or 8 cards ahead of it, in common and uncommon anyway. Man, this pack. Why can't things be more spread out? I think we have to take Never to Return. It's just an incredibly efficient removal spell. I would love Cartouche of Ambition. I would like Ruthless Sniper, and I would love Splendid Agony. But we got to take the rare here, which is a very good removal spell that can also make you a zombie in the later game. And even exile a creature with Embalm from your opponent's graveyard or whatever, so... Yeah, that's what we'll take over Agony and Cartouche and Ruthless Sniper, which would give us more -1/-1 stuff. Greater Sandworm, even worth thinking about too. We'd only have 1 way of ramping right now though, so. Okay, well we probably want Quarry Hauler. We have enough -1/-1 counters. We're either putting them on our opponent's things or on our things, and removing them seems nice. Wasteland Scorpion, Horror of the Broken Lands, Miasmic Mummy are all okay. I wouldn't mind maybe one of them coming back. Angler Drake is great and probably the best card in this pack, but, you know, we're not blue. Cartouche of Knowledge is also good. We have pretty good removal. We have Ruin Rats, which are like pseudo removal. Would be better if we picked up that Ambuscade, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, we could splash so easily. It always seems like when I have like all the fixing in the world, I don't find something to splash. Well, something to splash. These packs have been tough, man. Like Crocodile of the Crossing is good. Oketra of the True is good. And I could think about splashing her. That's a her, right? I don't remember. It's a good splash. It's a strong card. Very strong. We have a lot of creatures. She can make more creatures. Crocodile of the Crossing does stuff with -1/-1 counters, but we don't have a huge number of payoffs for that right now. We just have Quarry Hauler. And I have plenty of fixing between 2 Oasis Ritualists, or an Oasis Ritualist and 2 Traveler's Amulets. Yeah, let's do it. Let's take the exciting rare. That's actually a mythic. And let's try to splash her. Okay. This is a desert. That's not bad. But there's another Quarry Hauler, and I think I just take that over like Shed Weakness or these mediocre black cards. Fanbearer. Magma Spray. That's a late Magma Spray. Well, we could take a trick. We could take Painted Bluffs, which would further help us splash and give us another desert for a desert payoff. So I think I'm actually going to take the Bluffs here over Doomed Dissenter or Miasmic Mummy or Shed Weakness. Gives us another source of fixing. It's not the greatest fixing in the world. Okay, we have Soul Stinger and Stinging Shot. I think we take the Soul Stinger. Yeah. We do. Another Soul Stinger. Also an Evolving Wilds. Would make it even easier to splash Oketra if I had an Evolving Wilds. We're going to be running 2 Amulets. Probably only 1 Plains. Which means we're not going to be able to make more than 1 Warrior a turn. It would make my mana way more consistent if I also had Evolving Wilds. And I do have a ton of force, so I think I am going to take the Wilds here. Okay. Another Bluffs, but I don't really think we want more than 1. But this pack is like devoid of anything useful. Kopesh is okay, I guess. Sixth Sense is not so good. We'll take the Kopesh, I guess. Ooh, that's a nice Splendid Agony. No, no Nest of Scarabs, but we really could have supported it in this deck. The only payoff we have for -1/-1 counters in the end is Quarry Haulers, right? Yes. Yeah, this deck could have done it. And we even passed a lot of things with -1/-1 counters. It's possible Nest of Scarabs just didn't get opened. Well, Wasteland Scorpion came back to us. I might play it. Right now, I guess it would make the cut. I'm probably going to run 16 lands in this deck because of the amulets. So right now, the Wasteland Scorpion would make the cut. I would play that over. Like, we have Beneath the Sands, but the fixing we have is just way better than Beneath the Sands. We don't need Beneath the Sands. We're not planning on cycling or anything. Oh, that's a good card. I don't really have... I could splash it, but I don't really have enough to... enough instants and sorceries to make it worth it, I don't think. I'm probably close. No, I only have 5, because these two aren't... they're not real. They're not going to count for... Warfire Javelineers, enter the battlefield trigger. Yep. And we run 16 lands, including 1 plains. I think that's good. Seems like a decent deck. Would have been more fun if we got Nest of Scarabs, but I think it's still a pretty good deck. We have very good removal, we have some nice creatures, and we're splashing a very powerful card in Oketra the True. So, I was complaining about not having something to splash, and the Magic Gods listen to my whining. You know, sometimes they do that. Yeah, so... you could maybe even get away with 15 lands, but... there's not really a card I desperately want to be running. Like, what would I put in? A Miasmic Mummy or a Grizzly Survivor Beneath the Sands? Kopesh, maybe? Doesn't seem that good. So, yeah. We already have 2 black sources and 1 green source. Painted Bluffs is sort of a source of those, and so is Evolving Wilds. So let's sort by color. We don't have any double green, but we have a lot of double black, which includes this, which for some reason went in the colorless pile. Yeah, we have 3 cards with double black. We do have a lot of our early plays are green. So that's worth keeping in mind. Wow, it wants me to run 0 planes. That's surprising. Even for Magic Online. I need to run 1 plane, I think. Yeah, that's probably what we want. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ways to get green mana. We have 1, and that's not counting the Naga. We have several ways. I think this should be good. I think our mana base is going to be very consistent. Thanks to the Evolving Wilds and Traveler's Amulets and such. Yeah. Oh wait, we're only running 15 lands. I didn't add, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I want another swamp? I might want another swamp. 7. No, I probably want another forest. More than I want another swamp. Yeah. All right. Well, this looks like our deck. We'll be making some -1/-1 counters, that's for sure. See you guys in the first match. All right, first match of an Hour of Devastation draft. We would like to play first. This seems like it could be a keep. We have a 1-drop. We do have to draw like some lands, which we have a good chance of doing. But yeah, I think I keep it. I think I just play the Sandwalla on turn 1 instead of the desert tapped. We've got our amulets. We have 14 deserts and 2 amulets in our decks. We have like a 50% chance each draw step of drawing a land, and we'll take any land. So pretty flexible there because we already have at least, you know, nothing in our hand is double costed. So hey, that's a land. But I think I'm actually just going to swing for 1 here so that next turn I can play a 3-drop like Harrier Naga. So I'm going to play my desert tapped. And I'll end my turn. Splendid Agony plus Quarry Hauler can be nice because you can like kill 1 creature. Did my opponent stuck on 1 land? Ouch. Oh god, and we just drew Ammon Eternal. I'm going to feel pretty bad here. Attack with our Sandwalla. But yeah, we just got to play the Eternal here. I mean, we're playing to win. Playing the Eternal on turn 3 when my opponent is stuck on 1 land is scary for our opponent. What do they discard? Let's get some information here, because we're probably not going to get much from this game. Opponent's thinking hard. Probably has lots of... Oh, yeah, they just gave up. And probably should have. That was... If I didn't draw Ammon Eternal there, it wouldn't have been quite as, like, messed up. But we did, so... Yep. We do have a lot of 4s. I could probably think about cutting 1, but... I think we're probably okay. We have lots of 2s and 3s, too. And we only have 1 5, so... So, yeah. So in the end we had, let's count this again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. I guess we only have 7 in the end that make -1/-1 counters. That's not as many as I thought we had. I definitely would have prioritized things a little differently if I had a Nest of Scarabs. If I'd picked one up earlier in that pack, though. We just didn't. Okay, I think this is a keep. We'll get our planes with our Evolving Wilds because we're pretty much set on everything else. Turn 2 Ruin Rat. Then we don't do anything till turn 4, unfortunately. At least not yet. You know, play our wilds. We actually have double black now too. So yeah, I think we definitely get our planes. Come on down, planes. Traveler's Amulet. All right, well, we're going to be set for mana, I can tell you that much. Naga. If near Deadlands. Can't actually play anything right now. I mean, yeah, other than my amulet. So I think I'm just gonna do that. I guess I can leave my mana up to bluff, like worst case scenario. Yeah, I'm planning on blocking the Naga, I think, with my Ruin Rat. Yeah, we'll sack the amulet at the end of their turn so that we can bluff things like impeccable timing here. Might even just keep my opponent from attacking if they're really scared of impeccable timing. Trial of Strength. I wonder if our opponent has Cartouche of Strength. If they don't attack here, I kind of feel like they do. Yeah, they probably do. Because I'll play it on their Naga. Although fighting will kill them, so maybe they won't. So yeah, we'll sack the amulet. This will thin out our deck if nothing else. And at this point, might as well grab a forest. I don't have a lot of green sources right now. Traveler's Amulet, number 2. Alright, so we're going to play our Quarry Hauler. We can use If Near Deadlands to kill this beast in the future. If he attacks with both... God, Cartouche's strength would be so gross right here. Getting back their trial. Giving something trample so my Ruin Rat killing it doesn't feel quite as good. Where's Oketra when you need her? Opponent is green-white. Okay, yeah, opponent not feeling aggressive. Okay, we got both our deserts that can sacrifice extra things, and we have painted bluffs, so Deadlands is going to be pretty good in the nearish future, I think. Like next turn, even. But we'll play our sharpshooters here. And we'll pass the turn, because we can use the Deadlands. Oh no, we should have played painted bluffs this turn if we want to use it next turn. Not so good. Magic Online, did you just freeze on me? Oh, no. Whoa, yes you did. Excuse me. It's like reading very weird, and I did not have any intention on choosing that attacker. Do I need to, like... No, I don't want to concede. Magic Online, come on. You can't do this to me. Apparently you can, but you shouldn't do this to me. What happens if I go to hide match, hide event? I'm gonna close Magic Online here. Yeah, there we go. Now it knows. Now it knows what's up. Is my internet? No, it disconnected. All right, so my internet disconnected there for a second, but we are back. And I am going to end my turn. Which is what we were trying to do before when it freaked out. But yeah, I should have played my bluffs there so that next turn I could play the Deadlands, sack the bluffs to kill this beast. Because now if I play the Deadlands, I have to sacrifice the Deadlands. Hippo. We have lots of ways of killing a hippo, and there's one of them. So I guess that's what we do here, huh? Get out of here. All right, hippo is gone. Oh, come on. There we go. Thought I was getting disconnected again for a second. There. So we're going to play our amulet, and we'll end our turn, leave mana up just to bluff. But next turn, we can use our Deadlands to kill the beast, and then use the Deadlands again to put counters on something else. But we will continue to thin out our deck with Traveler's Amulet, if nothing else. There's some red. Okay, so yeah, we're going to do this. Doesn't really matter what we get. Okay, so we're going to play If Near Deadlands. And we're going to go... we should actually use the bluffs to pay for this if we're being smart. Put the 2 counters there. And we're sacrifice painted bluffs. And now we can attack pretty freely. More freely, at least. Yeah, I think I attack with my sharpshooters only, though. Right, opponent takes it, goes to 16. And then we play Frilled Sandwalla in the turn. So next turn, we can play Hash Up Oasis and put counters on the Naga. Yeah, that seems like what I'm going to do here. That will allow me to attack with everything without any concerns. Makes that a 1/1. And we'll attack with our 3 guys that aren't Death Touch Rats. Opponent could have a Sandblast or something here. So like they're just taking that all. Drops them to 5. All right, well, we won our first match. Hopefully we can win the next one too, and I'll see you when it begins. All right, we're in the second match of our Devastation draft now, and this is a pretty good hand. We have a complete curve out from 2 to 5. We do need to draw 2 more lands to make that work, but that's not asking a ton. I guess we could have a 1 too. Oh, we did draw 1. Yeah, we'll use that to get a plains later. Yes, we will. Next turn, though, we're just going to play our Stalwart. Okay, they're blue-red. Maybe about to eat a Magma Spray. My bonus is Stalwart. Could also be about to be Essence Scattered. Oh, now we draw our 1. What's that about? Yeah, I'll play our Stalwart here. That resolves. Does it eat a Magma Spray? No. That's good news. Kenra Scrapper. Okay. Well, let's erase my opponent wins at this point. But it's not like I'm not going to play other creatures, so I'm going to exert this. And we have our amulet in play to get a plane, so it's tempting here. It may just be what I do. To just play my Sandwalla so I can get Oketra into play next turn. Yeah, let's do it. Oketra will be active too. My opponent, of course, could use bounce spells or removal spells or any sort of thing like that to keep that from happening. But getting a 4th land is something we need to do anyway. We'd like to play the Soul Stinger, for example. So yeah, our opponent's probably just going to hit us for 2 here and not exert. That's my guess. Menace is still there, and I even tapped green mana when I didn't need to. But, I guess the one thing it would have done is kept it from just dying outright to a Magma Spray this turn, but I wouldn't have been able to block Kenra Scrapper anyway, so. I'll take 2 to the face. I'm a little concerned my opponent has like mana up for Supreme Victory, or Supreme Judgment, I think is what it's called. Okay, that's annoying. Luckily they didn't get anything for it. I'm surprised they're playing Slither Blade. I wonder what that's about. So, yeah, we want our plains for sure. Alright, and we're just going to play Oketra here. Say what's up. And end our turn. Oh, what? 3 other creatures. Maybe I should read my cards, but... So we're going to take some damage here, but it's not like any of this damage is something we could block anyway, so I think getting Oketra into play there is worth it. Yeah, you can just attack with everything. I can't do much about it. I take at least 5. See if there's some prowess too. Nope. Okay. I think I play Soul Stinger. I can definitely wreak some havoc with that on this board. So we could put the counters somewhere else, but that would also mean Soul Stinger is gone and Oketra wouldn't be able to attack this turn. So let's go to combat. And I'm going to attack with her and just her. Opponent takes 6. Or do they have something here? No, it looks like they're taking 6. So my plan is to double block this with Soul Stinger and Frilled Sandwalla and kill that with the -1/-1 counters. That's my plan. See how that goes. Reed Stalker. We have kill spells if we need them, and we probably will. Also, Bitterbow Sharpshooters is going to be good when I can play it. If I draw a land, that's probably just what I would play. My opponent may only hit me for 3 this time. 5? Okay. Yeah, we go to 8. If he doesn't attack with the Scrapper. Okay. Not a land, but I can play another Sandwalla and Splendid Agony or never, which isn't too bad. So I'm going to attack with Oketra again. Yeah, we got to kill. I think we got to kill that Bloodwater entity. And Splendid Agony will do it. That's probably just what I'll use. Should I have attacked with everything there? Maybe I should have. It's kind of dangerous just because of this menace creature. Like if our opponent just has bounce spells, we're so screwed. But if I attacked with everything, I could have exerted this. He wouldn't have been able to block that. I can pump this and these. Yeah, he can block that effectively, I guess. But he can't block any of this, and that would have been 6, 9. That would have been 12, so our opponent would have had to block. But given the 3 cards in our opponent's hand, going all out there just means like it would put me in a position where I could easily lose because he can already hit me for 5 in the air, and he can hit me for 9 if the Scrapper is in play. So I think the decision was okay. Yeah, and I think we go Sandwalla, Splendid Agony. We just use the Agony this turn because we do not want to have to deal with Prowess. We just want that thing dead. He is going to block. It's cool with me. I'm very happy with that decision on our opponent. Okay, so let's cast Splendid Agony first. Say, get out of here. And then we'll play our Sandwalla. Pretty much no matter what happens, actually, but that really reduces our clock. We get rid of one of the flyers, and it's a flyer that can get bigger too. And now our opponent really isn't in a great position for attacking. So, and we still have another kill spell in our hand. So if he plays something big here, he could play Angler Drake right now, and we would have to kill that. Oh, Cartouche of Knowledge. That's fun. Maybe he has red and blue cartouches, in which case playing Slitherblade's not too bad if you have like 2 or 3 copies of each. Other than that, I'm not a big fan of Slitherblade. It was a little better in Triple Amonkhet, but it's not so good anymore. Can our opponent do 8 to us? Oh, now all she can do is make warrior tokens. So we can swing for 6, 8. We can actually swing for exactly 11. So if our opponent gets aggressive here, we can just never this and kill them. I don't really see that happening, though. Even if they don't get really aggressive here, we have good attacks. Oh, no, we'll play never. And we also only have 1 green mana, so never mind. We can't actually do that much damage, unfortunately. All right, that is pretty aggressive. If I draw land, is it going to be better to play the sharpshooters, or is it going to be better to play never to return? If I play the sharpshooters, it still can't block Slitherblade, so that's kind of annoying. We did draw a land. I think I do play the sharpshooters. Unless my opponent makes me pump one of my Sandwallas, and then I'll just play never to return. Right. That's 9 damage if we pump everybody, but I don't think we want to. I think we want to play sharpshooters. If he blocks with Aven Reedstalker, I would pump, though, and then use Never on the other creature, which would work out for us. Both of our opponent's creatures would be dead, so... And we wouldn't lose any creatures, so it's not a very good block for our opponent. Probably, I mean, I'll just hit for 5 if he just takes it all and drop him to 6. He's going to do that. Well, ooh, we don't want to do it like that, though, because we want to be able to cast Never. So we'll do it like that. Do you have a way of punishing me? You do. Okay. All right. Yeah, we got to kill one of these flyers now, I think. Drop our opponent to 7. And do we kill the one who's unblockable? I think we do, because if we play our sharpshooters, it can at least block that, so... Alright. We can also exile a spell from our opponent's graveyard in the event that they have something that can pump. Maybe I should attack with Soul Stinger there. Yeah, it probably would have been wise because my opponent would not want to block it. I mean, if they blocked the Reedstalk with the Reedstalker, it wouldn't have done anything, so... Ooh, that's a little scary. Okay. Really scary, actually, when I'm at 6 life to see Riddle form. I was to say, you can swing. I can only hit you back for 5 right now, so... Okay. Well, I think we attack, and then we play Bitterbow Sharpshooters. Can't block any of these flyers anyway right now, so... Stay alive, sharpshooters. If you don't, we're probably dead. If my opponent has a way to get the sharpshooters out of play, he can swing at us for 5, so... Bouncing, anything like that would be bad. So much tension. I just want to know what's in my opponent's hand. Just tell me. All right, we got there in game 1. That was tense last turn. I'm sure my opponent was like, I can do almost enough damage to kill them. That's why he was thinking, trying to find a way to do a little bit more. We don't really have a very good sideboard. So, I mean, I guess Life Goes On is okay against a very aggressive deck, and this is Defeat. It's good against like 2 cards in the format, so better than no sideboard. Well, how about this hand, huh? I think I'm on the draw. I am on the draw. What I'm saying is I think I'm going to keep. It's a little slow because we got to play the Amulet to get green mana. But we're going to have access to all the mana we need, I think, in the end. So it would be nice to just draw a Forest on turn 1. Just give me that Forest. Oh, another Traveler's Amulet. How about that? Okay. Traveler's Amulet number 1. Next turn, we'll sacrifice it and get a Forest and play Frilled Sandwalla probably. So we can at least do something on the board. Riddle Form on turn 2 is not great news. Alright. We do have Torment of Venom to kill it at some point when it turns into a creature, but we're a little ways away from doing that, so if our opponent can just like kill my Sandwalla, attack for 3, and then kill my whatever I play next. What did they cast? Oh, they played another Riddle Form. Oh god. Bitterbow Sharpshooters will be good against that too, but that's not good. That is not good. We'll go 17. Okay. Well, I think now we play our Amulet. We might actually just want to get black more than we want to get white. We have the filtering to get white, but we want to be able to play Torment of Venom on one of these, like, immediately, I think. And we also need to get mana for Bitterbow Sharpshooters who can put an end to this nonsense. But we definitely attack with our Sandwalla here. It can't block either of those, so... So I'll play my Amulet in my turn. I think we get black. I mean, there's a very good chance we draw black, way better than us drawing white. But we need to kill one of these. And we might still die even if we do. But if we can go Torment of Venom next turn, and then Bitterbow Sharpshooters a turn after that, I feel like we can stabilize against this onslaught of Riddle Forms. If we can do that. Well, Dagger of the Worthy is not great. However, our opponent is going to equip it probably to one of his Riddle Forms here and hit us for 8. So that's fun. The good news is next turn when he equips it, if he does, we can use Torment of Venom in response, and that'll feel great. But we are going to 9, so that doesn't feel great. Now we definitely need to grab a Swamp. I wonder how many Riddle Forms they have. Because, yeah, if I had, like, 3 Riddle Forms, I'd be like, oh, I'll play Dagger of the Worthy. It'll trigger my Riddle Forms, right? Swamp it is. Ooh, we got double Torment of Venom. That will go a long way towards helping us here. We will attack for 1 big damage. Boom. Go to 18. If we get one more land, we can play Oketra anyway. So if I didn't have white, it might be a harder choice, but I don't know. Right now, we really need to kill the Riddle Forms, or they're going to kill us. Yeah, Crash Through, sure. Turn your guys into dudes. That's another card where I'd be like, I have 3 Riddle Forms? Yeah, I'll play Crash Through. Sure. Cantrips, gives them Trample. Equip one of them. Come on, buddy. I know you want to equip one of them. Just equip one of them. Yeah. You're not going to like this. Get out of here. You also have to discard something. Probably just going to lose life, actually. So. Yep. And I think think we just have to leave mana up for the next one because Bitterbow Sharpshooters won't even be able to deal with the Dagger of the Worthied Riddle form. So yeah, we go to 4. We attack for 1 again and we pass our turn. Boom. That's big damage right there. 2 riddle forms. Disgusts me. Right? They think they're just going to win the game. That's why they were like, I'm just going to play this Thirst on a Sandwalla. I keep wanting to say Rootwalla, which is clearly what it's referencing, but that's not what it is. And can we get out of this? Her opponent is low on gas, and we just blew up both their riddle forms. We're at 4. That part's not so good. Our opponent's at 11 now, though. That part's... I'm happy about that part. Okay, so I think we just play Bitterbow Sharpshooters here. If our opponent has another riddle form, we're going to be in trouble. But what are you going to do? Yeah, having a flicked 1 when I'm at 4 is not cool with me. I'm not cool with that at all. So like any creature he plays is kind of a problem. That's what I'm saying. Ouch. Okay. Well, thought I was going to put some pressure on him. Okay, now we're going to play Quarry Hauler. We do have a kill spell, so that's good. We don't have counters anywhere. We just killed everything that had counters on them. Well, kill them with the counters. Okay, they're cycling. Do we kill that? That's the question. I think we probably do. Yeah. Then we play Ronus' Stalwart. Drop our opponent to 7. Stalwart time. So I could play Oketra this next turn. That might be what I do. Yeah, that's probably what I do. Oh, we can also play our Sandwalla. All right, now I feel pretty good. We have a bunch of dudes, a bunch of damage. Our opponent is scrambling here. I mean, they just cast Decision Paralysis. Pathmaker. Yeah, that can kill me next turn, pretty much. But I think my opponent's dead unless he kills something or blocks something. Yeah, that's does not have haste. So I think we win? Question mark. All right, well, let's attack with everything. Even if what mana do we have? We have 6. So even if he has a way to not die here, we're in pretty good shape, I feel like. No reason to exert. The guy can already block it. Is the 1 damage going to make a difference, though? Let's see. So 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Not really. I guess it can, actually. Let's go ahead and exert him. Because if these 2 hit him, he dies. And if these 2 hit him, he dies. So if I didn't do that, my opponent had a way to bounce one and block the other, we wouldn't be able to kill him. So I think exerting is worth it. Yeah, the double Torment of Venom to save us was pretty good luck, I'm not going to lie. All right, well, we are 2-0. Maybe I can finally get one of these elusive trophies. Hello, everyone. We're going into the final match of an Hour of Devastation draft, trying to go 3-0. And I think this hand is a keep. We'll have to get a Swamp with our Wilds, but we'll probably get a Plains with our Amulet. A bunch of 2-drops, a 3-drop. Seems pretty good to me. So yeah, we'll grab a Swamp. Play Ronus' Stalwart, probably. It's like our most aggressive play here. Festering Mummy does make Ruin Rat sad. Hey, there's Painted Bluffs. I will play Ronus' Stalwart here. So, you know, I could have played Ruin Rat there, and then my opponent probably just wouldn't attack me because I don't really want to trade their Mummy when they're not like... It's weird because Ruin Rat, you're like, I want to kill it with the -1/-1 counter. I don't want to block it or attack into it if you can kill it with the -1/-1 counter, and that makes sense, but... yeah. So now, I mean, I just sort of have to deal with the fact there's a Festering Mummy in play. It'll probably kill something at some point, and that's annoying. Gad, we've been lucky with Oketra, that's for sure. So we're going to attack and exert. So I think we just try... Well, we don't really want to play Oketra on turn 4, actually. She's not going to do a lot. So I think I do play Ruin Rat and a Traveler's Amulet, but yeah. And I'll probably get the Plains. You could think about a Swamp. We have double black cards, so like Torment of Venom and such, and Never to Return. What could our opponent have? They could have a trick. But no, they would need... Black doesn't have a trick that pumps power enough for it to block this. So I'm not sure what they're doing. But yeah, Ruin Rat and Painted Bluffs in my second main phase. We've only gotten one game where we got to go like crazy with If Near Deadlands, and that was fun, but I was hoping to do it more than once. Just sacking deserts to it left and right. It's a good time. Instead, Oketra's shown up. I don't know about how good she is, you know. Didn't want her. Just kidding. So glad I picked up that fixing in the first pack. That's why I do it. All right, drop our opponent to 17. And yeah, we'll play Ruin Rat. And Traveler's Amulet. So even if I block this with Ruin Rat now, it kind of sucks because he can put the counter on my Stalwart. And I don't really like that plan. Oh, Banewhip Punisher. That's brutal. Bye-bye, Ruin Rat. Bye-bye. Don't even get to exile anything from my opponent's graveyard. All right. We go down to 19. I have this decision again where it's like, do I want to Swamp or do I want to Plains? Maybe I want to Swamp. It's again where if I draw a 5th land, I'll be able to play Oketra anyway. And if I get the Swamp, I can play Torment of Venom, which I think will be more impactful here. So I shall play another Ruin Rat. Into my turn. Grizzly Survivor. I would just take 1 from the mummy if it attacked, and it is. And I will take 1. Just like I said I would. Okay, Hash Up Oasis, huh? That's nice. I'm going to exert my stalwart here. And I think I'm going to play Oketra. Next turn I'll have the 4 lands that I need, the 3 creatures that I need other than her. Alright. Drop our opponent to 14. And yeah, we'll do this. She can't block or anything right now, but she'll probably be able to next turn unless our opponent tinkers with our board here. Giving her +3/+3 is hilarious. If my opponent had no blockers anyway, smashing for 12, that would be nice. I can use that Oasis twice right now too, so that's nice as well. If my opponent attacks here, do I block the Punisher or the Survivor with my Rat? Or do I block it all? I probably don't block it all, actually. Because I want to have the creatures in play that I need to have for Oketra to be able to attack next turn. Yeah, my opponent's just going to attack with everything, knowing that that's probably my plan. And I'm okay with that. Velocipede, huh? Well, I guess I play Amit Eternal now. The bad news about playing Amit Eternal is my opponent could potentially kill it with Banewhip Punisher, but I'm not super worried about that. I think we just attack with Oketra here. I can block Velocipede with Ruin Rat, so... Alright, opponent goes to 8. So they can kill Velocipede. They have to play at something first, and then kill my Oketra. Not Oketra. Amit with Banewhip Punisher, but that's 1 fewer attacker too, so... Oh god. Rampaging Hippo. You would. I don't have an outright way to kill that right now, and it has Trample, which is awesome for us. We do have Torment of Venom, which can help us take down some of these big guys. Right. The good news is they don't have the extra mana to kill my Amit, so we have that going for us. Yep. Down to 12 we go. The funny thing about Torment of Venom right now is that my opponent would just sacrifice their mummy and not feel bad about it at all. Okay, so we're going to lose Oketra as an attacker potentially, but I think it's probably worth it to kill these things. I think we want to kill that, and we want to kill this, and then we'll take 3. We do lose our Ruin Rat, but we don't lose anything else. And we kill 2 of his creatures, and we go to 10. We'll exile freaking Banewhip Punisher. Because we do not want our opponent... You know, that Banewhip Punisher is a great card to use when you have Graveyard Recursion. And we don't want to deal with that. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's really good, actually. It's not going to outright win me the game because I don't have the mana to also play Wasteland Scorpion, but... it's going to do some work, that's for sure. We can hit our opponent for 7 here. Yeah. You can also just hit him for 6. It's probably enough given Afflict. So yeah, we'll just hit him for 6. We don't need to exert here. So our opponent can hit us for 6 on the backswing, potentially. So that's a little scary. Hopefully they don't have a trick and Hash Up Oasis to pump something. Please don't let them have that. Neither of the creatures can block Ronus's Stalwart, so... Plus we have Torment of Venom, which is just like the worst decision ever for our opponent at this point. I could think about cycling Wasteland Scorpion, but I don't think I want to do that. Oh no! Cycling. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They can hit me for 8 now. Shiza. Cycling might kill us here. If they have another cycling card, we're dead. If they don't, they're probably dead. Between Afflict, a hard to block creature, and Oketra being able to attack next turn, they'll be dead. Don't have another card with cycling, please. They could also have a trick in their hand. That would also kill us. If it's the good trick, the one that says +3/+3. But it looks like they're going more defensive here, which is probably good for us. What could they have in their hand that won't make them die? That is the question. So do I play my Scorpion or do I play Torment of Venom? If I play the Scorpion, I can attack with all 3 of these. This will be exerted. This will kill them. Blocking or taking this will kill them. I could also use Torment of Venom, though, to kill this, which would make it much harder for my opponent to kill me. And they are probably still dead. I think it's probably safer to do that, just to kill the Grizzly Survivor. They can't pay 3 life. They can't sacrifice a creature, so they're going to have to discard a card from their hand. Spidery Grasp. Aha, that's your plan. That's still not going to work against Damned Eternal, though. No, it isn't. And Ronus's Stalwart can still get through unblocked. So, yeah, we're going to win. Oh, he just pumped its attack. We still win. 1 green mana is not going to be enough here. Yeah. Got there. We didn't see green enchantments, so Nissa's defeat's not going to be good. So I don't really think we change anything. This deck has been pretty dominant so far. Oketra showing up every game has been helpful. Okay, I think this is a keep. And this is one where I may actually hold on to my desert and plan on cycling it. Yeah, for now I'm going to hold on to it. Because if I get enough lands, if I get flooded, I'm going to want to be able to just pitch Desert of the Glorified if I can. Yep. Hey, there's our Bane Whip Punisher. We haven't seen it. So My opponent plays an X1 here. I probably play Banewhip Punisher and kill it. If they don't, I play Harrier Naga. Okay, they're just ramping. Just ramping, I say. Could be bad that they're ramping. Okay, Deadlands, hello. Now that makes me want to play my desert a little bit more. Now I'm just going to play Harrier Naga, though. Play our Ritualist next turn. And then we can play Banewhip Punisher. We can next turn, if we want to, we can play Banewhip Punisher and kill something in the same turn. If they play something big and scary, that's probably what we'll do. Unless it can die to Torment of Venom, in which case, then that's what we would do. If he attacks, I'm going to block. No, didn't. Okay. I think we still want to play the Ritualist. Let's attack with our Naga and see what happens to it. See what its fate will be here. Oh yeah, death. Death is its fate. Okay, so we're going to lose 3 life. Play Oasis Ritualist. So next turn we could potentially play the Desert and sacrifice the Desert of Glorified to kill the Kenra. It's not the worst. We could also use Torment of Venom to do it, though. Might want to hold on to my lands while I can. Play something big I can kill with my Punisher. Yes, that's what you did. Okay, well, yeah, I think we still use Punisher here. I think I'm actually going to play this Desert because of If Near Deadlands being in play now. I'm going to kill it now so I can attack. All right. Sidewinder not going to be a 4-2 with Trample when we finally play it. That'll be nice. Probably just play Bitterbow Sharpshooters next turn, unless my opponent plays something I really feel like I need to hurt or kill. If they play something I need to kill that doesn't have Trample, I'll play Ruin Rat. Oh god. Good, doesn't have Trample. That is key. Alright, so we're going to play Ruin Rat. We can also play our Sharpshooters if I exert. I'm not sure that's what I want to do, though. I think I'm just going to play Quarry Hauler. I could wait to play Quarry Hauler until a turn where I put -1/-1 counters somewhere, but it's all good. Right, end our turn. Sunset Pyramid, huh? Gonna draw some extra cards. This is a been pretty grindy game, so it's not a bad plan. So there's 2 2/2s I can kill right now, and I have 2 deserts in play, so that's tempting. That is tempting. For now, I think I just play the Sharpshooters. And in my turn. Next turn, I may start killing my opponent's 2 2s. Should I attack with Quarry Hauler? I think I actually should. I'm happy with trading or 2 for 1-ing, so. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Oh, if you have a card with cycling, I'm going to be less cool with that. Yeah, they do. No, they don't. They're drawing a card. No, they are cycling. I was hoping they were drawing. Okay. All right. Yeah, you just kill that. Damn. Not my finest moment. Draw a card with the pyramid. Okay. So I think I'm attacking with Bitterbow Sharpshooters. I have Torment of Venom to back it up this time. Another desert. Well, we can really start killing our opponent's stuff. But yeah, we're going to attack with Bitterbow Sharpshooters here. We've got Torment of Venom to screw up anything our opponent wants to do in terms of pumping their creatures. Okay, so he's going to have to pump mana, so we're going to make him do that first. Oh, maybe he's not. Maybe he's just double blocking for fun. No, he's got to pump his Sandwalla here. Okay, so we're going to go Torment of Venom on Sandwalla. So it dies. Opponent has to make a... Oh, he discarded a forest from his hand. We get a 2 for 1. Yeah. Bye-bye. Opponent's hand is empty. They do still have Sunset Pyramid in play, though. We're going to play this Desert, and then we're also going to play Sidewinder Naga. And we should be able to use our deserts to start picking off our opponent's creatures. Yeah, draw your last card with that. Happy to see that it's your last card. Oh no, did you just scry? That had to be accidental, right? Yeah, they had to have scried. There's still a counter on it. Oh no, they did draw. It must have had 2 counters. All right. Well, I finally got a trophy in this format, and I did it in pretty awesome fashion because I don't think I lost a game. Did I lose a game? I don't think I lost a game. Let's see. Well, it doesn't actually show me. Also, it doesn't show my trophy yet either, but whatever. I finally got a trophy. It took 21 drafts. And my win percentage is about 60%, so, you know, probability-wise, I should have gotten one by now, but now I finally got one. And that was a fun deck, too. We had Splashing Awesome Oketro, we had like cool rares like Ammon Eternal and really good removal like Banewhip Punisher and Friends. So it was a lot of fun. So thanks for watching. My content, especially my draft videos, are sponsored by 5colorcombo.com. So go check out their website. Use my discount code NITSAHONE5 there to get a 5% discount.